All right, let's get to work. There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my studio.
To our studio. To
Casa-
mine studio. What?
Casa de la Pasha.
It's mine studio, my dear.
Before we get into this,
Yeah.
let's have a conversation about kvass.
About kvass.
Kvass, yes. Kvass.
This
K-V-A-S.
legendary drink. Slavic gods give kvass for the people. It's like Prometheus who give fire for the tribes.
Like the Nordic gods, like the fire, the war, the water.
Yeah. And God of kvass give kvass for the Slavic people.
Здоровье.
Дай Боже.
So I'm a kvass addict. This is Opilia. There is kvass teras. There's many kvass.
Оболонский kvass.
Poltavsky kvass. If you go to a beer store, so in Ukraine, they have these like little shacks, small little shops, and against the wall they have beer on tap, and they fill plastic bottles. And then there's kvass.
And you know why in a beer shops? In a beer shops?
Is the kvass?
Yeah.
Because there's no alcohol in the kvass.
No, it's not about alcohol. I will translate this word now. Because kvass is product of fermentation.
Yes.
Kvass can have a small degree of alcohol
0.5.
if fermentation
Like
will be,
kvass,
if
homemade
fermentation will be on a high level. But why kvass selling on alcohol on a beer stores? Why kvass made it on a beer stores? Apida originally it's beer.
It's a beer.
Yeah, and
Kvass teras only makes kvass.
it's a bologna. And why kvass make it on beer factories? Because it's the same procedures or similar procedure to make it beer. And kvass is the product of fermentation. And real homemade kvass, it's must have small degree of the alcohol because it's the fermentation product. Yeah.
I love it. The first time I had it, it tasted disgusting. Then I remember a hot summer day in Zaporizhia. It was like, I want to say it was 40 degrees. And they don't sell it at Oko. They never sell kvass at Oko, maybe sometimes. But at all Shell, they have kvass. And they've got that V-Power diesel. So I go there, I have it, I'm listening to the Rolling Stones, the air conditioning still worked on the truck then. The first truck that I blew up, it was like before I blew up the Pajero. Pajero. First truck I had was Pajero, blew up in Soledad. But I was drinking a Chorny, a black kvass teras, and it was ice cold, the air conditioning, 40 degrees outside, I'm flicking a cigarette, a Camel Blue out the window, I'm listening to the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger's going, it's the one good road in Zaporizhia Oblast, and just driving 140, just and then it became a kvass addict. And now you know the story about me and kvass. And because I drink kvass, and my Instagram, you see the stories I'm posting about kvass all the time.
A lot of kvass.
So many Ukrainians are writing to me. So what it is, it's like a ginger ale. Well, it's not a ginger ale, but everybody has Pepsi, everybody has Coca-Cola, but in Canada or Britain, I'm not sure so much in America, everybody knows what Canada Dry, Schweppes, ginger ale, but then where I come from, in the east coast of Canada, they have Sussex ginger ale, Sussex Golden, and you can't buy it anywhere else. So sometimes you go in England or other countries to a different restaurant or bar, and they have a ginger ale that you've never had. So it's like, oh, I'll try that ginger ale because I like ginger ale. But that's what kvass is like, because you can get kvass teras anywhere, but then they sell Opilia, then they sell Poltavsky, only in Poltava.
Kvass teras, I try to describe the situation. Kvass teras, it's like Jennifer Lopez in pop culture, you know, kvass teras, why?
J-Lo's bum.
Yeah, why?
It's got a nice figure.
Why kvass teras selling everywhere? Because if I don't mistake, kvass teras it's Bologna or not small beer factory. And for example, Kvass Taras is a part of the big company, and big company have a lot of contracts, and that's why, for example, Kvass Taras making in Cherkasy or in Kyiv, and by the logistic system, it's selling in the whole Ukraine because it's the big corporation with the good prices. And for example, Opila is the smaller beer factory, and they don't so popular between big customers like Oko, Oko Network, Vog Network, or it's by
ATB.
Yeah.
At Novus, if you go to Novus, they sell Opilia, and I seen like a 6-pack wrapped in plastic the other day, so I'm buying it because I prefer it. The first time I had an Opilia was in Kramatorsk, waiting for the train, and I'm like, I have to come to Kramatorsk to find this. But anyway, it's my favorite drink. Everywhere you travel, they make a different one. If you go to the beer, like these beer shops in Ukraine, so I don't drink, but I was in Sumy for the night of the Usyk Dubois fight. Now, I was on my way to Kharkiv that night, but in Sumy, all the soldiers, all the civilians, they're going to the beer shop, they're getting loaded for beer for the Usyk fight. A lot of guys who didn't need to be on position, the commander stopped being dickheads. If they didn't need them, they'd let them have the night off to watch the fight. But at the beer shops, they've got like 20, 30 beer on the wall and maybe 2 kvass, so they pump it the same. Then they've got all your beef jerky. They've got this thing called, what's the chasnik kleb? Chasnik kleb. So it's like it's like croutons, giant dark rye croutons that have so much garlic in it. Rinki, and it like so much garlic in it, it will make your mouth water, you know. And then they got this weird fish shit that only Slavic people eat. I'm sorry, but it's disgusting, this fish. So I'm driving down. I look like a uke, you know. I just drive with no shirt, with my man pouch, and I'm just drinking kvass, eating beef jerky. Ugh, but you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, so now we've talked about kvass. I know I have Latvians in my audience because they're telling me about it. In Estonia, they call it kalis. They have kvass, and at all the festivals in the summer, they have like a big keg. But I've never seen it in anywhere but. It's a Ukrainian thing.
Nothing similar, yeah.
Russians drink kvass too, right? Or it's more Ukrainian. It's
yeah,
like,
I think it's more Ukrainian.
It's like salu.
It's
Salu is our thing.
It's more Ukrainian because homemade kvass have a lot of the recipes, and one's of is the bread kvass. First one in a villages by all recipes, the most popular is the bread kvass. You just drop in a water old dry bread and give him fermentation process. Some other people make a kvass. Oh, my stomach started working after kvass. Is the helpful?
Yeah.
Helpful drink. Some people make a kvass with honey.
With honey?
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Apples, honey, a lot of recipes, local recipes. For example, in my family, we made a kvass from the bread and the izum. I forgot how it name. Dry grape. Izum.
Vinaigrette. Raisins.
Raisin. With the dry raisins and the dry bread, because it's cheap and
it's what you have.
Yeah. And a lot of recipes, but I think it's more Ukrainian than Russian.
Okay. So now we have a food blog.
Drink vlog.
No, I wanted to do another one of these videos. I'm just going to do a check here for a second. Oh, we're rolling. Shit, we're almost 10 minutes into this video and all we talked about is kvass. Why not? Why not?
Kvass is the best gift from the gods.
You know, kvass
for the Slavic
kvass is class.
I'm looks fat, yeah, in this camera.
You always look fat. You're an officer.
I'm not fat. Be honest, I'm not fat.
When you get your next promotion, you're not gonna be. But you've done some pretty intense fitness tests yesterday.
Yeah.
So in different army units, National Guard, everybody has a different requirement for a fitness test. So if you want to join 3rd Assault, if you want to join Azov, if you want to join Marines, if you want to join DSHV, the Air Assault, everyone has a different test. Like some people want you to do more push-ups, some people want you to do more pull-ups, some people want you to do a sprint, just a 100-meter sprint, a 3-kilometer run, a 1-kilometer run, or you had to do 10 100-meter sprints.
I'm especially translating this word. Physical test in a different branches. It's like sexual perversion.
Sexual perversion.
Yeah, it's like a sexual perversion, yeah, because in any branches people did different physical tests and different physical trainings. But on a broadcast, on other conversation, I'm told that I hate that men who start to I don't know how it implement fucking CrossFit and a National Guard units, and now CrossFit is the most popular of the physical discipline in the army in general, but
Yes.
but in National Guard is a cult of CrossFit, is the fan club of CrossFit. Yes, in my unit, CrossFit is it's very important. When, for example, when our chiefs high making gym.
Yes.
Half part of gym is the special CrossFit area with these boxes. You are jumping on this shit with these wires and CrossFit.
And then you have to do the deadlifts, and you
Yeah.
have to do the overheads. Yeah, CrossFit.
Yeah, now I'm yesterday doing.
What was the requirement for the test you did yesterday?
It's test named Alpha test. I don't know why alpha. Maybe because I'm alpha man. If we did the test, or maybe, yeah, alpha man.
We're not beta men. We're not beta males. Let's be honest.
Or yeah, our second variant why maybe alpha. Security Service of Ukraine is Blue Alpha is the best soft unit in Ukraine. Be honestly, yeah, most elite.
It's their fitness test.
Most elite, soft unit in Ukraine, and they did this fitness test. But it's hardest structures to go in. And now in my unit, we do for the recruits, for the candidates, we did this test. And
Doing the alpha test.
yeah, alpha test is the first step to go in our brotherhood. And yes, and it's you must run 3 kilometers or swimming on this swimming machine 3 kilometers or doing sprint. Yesterday I did 10 by 10. It's 10 times by 10 meters. In general, it's 100 meters, but Euro feels like you run fucking 10 kilometers. It's really killing your legs.
Sprints are hard.
After this,
It's
you
really
must
hard.
did pull-ups. It's by the end of this test, you must do 20 pull-ups. But 20 pull-ups, it's you must have a good physical training. I did only 12, 13. I'm fat at this moment. I'm not fat, but I was fat, and my physical training not good. After this, I must check. It's 82 jumping with the changing of the legs. It's a jumping with the steps. After this exercise, your walking will be, I don't know how to describe Brandon Soul, how I walk.
Yeah. He's walking like John Wayne. You know John Wayne, the cowboy? Like you just rode the horse all day, you're walking like that. No, I did a test last month. 100-meter sprint, pull-ups, and 3-kilometer run. But then other people were there at the center, and they had to do different tests.
That test what you did, it's general army test. 100 meters, 3 kilometers, and pull-ups. Army unit, normal, typical army units is a general test for all soldiers. Soldiers do this test what you did.
So
they don't do push-ups and other.
I don't, but some units had to do push-ups, some had to do sit-ups, and I was really surprised why I didn't have to do this. But anyway, I don't know what I did on the sprint, but I did 13 minutes on 3 kilometers, and I did 19 pull-ups.
30 minutes, it's bad result.
13.
14. 13 is the bad result because by needs of this test, 3 kilometers, on the swimming machine it must be 12 minutes, and 12:30 is the last time for the finishing. last 12:30 is the shitty running. That's my chief thing, that 12:30 is the shitty running. But 13 minutes is the good result. For Brandon age, for my age, yes, I'm an old man.
You're not old, you're
27
29.
years old, 27 years old, old man.
Well, I know one guy, he got it in 12:12 was his time, and he's 45.
When I was young, 20,
And he
20,
smokes more than me. I don't smoke much anymore.
20 years
but he smokes a
old,
lot.
I did 3 kilometers for 12:20. It was okay. Because in academy we were doing running 5 kilometers and 3 kilometers and shit.
Yeah, but you're young.
Yeah,
It's also young. I don't play rugby anymore. I
And
don't.
before war, before fucking this health problem, what you can find on a war.
To be honest with you, I'm quite proud about my health because I've worked very hard since January, February. Like I knew what I was going to do, and I said, "Fuck this shit! I'm dying here in Sweden. Like I'm just miserable. If I don't kill someone, I'll kill myself." And I said, "Now it's time to eat salad and go to the gym every day. Eat salad, go to the gym." But it is what it is. But yeah, we did the fitness test. Let's talk about drones.
It's my painful topic.
Yeah. Let's talk about drones.
Let's talk. Drone is.
Yeah. Let's talk about your miserable life.
It's the sad life, be honestly. Yeah. About drones or about my drones life at this moment, because it's different levels, you know.
Yeah, well, you can. I mean, what you can talk about. You're not going to say anything you don't want to say. But if anybody wants to watch drones, they can just go watch Telegram and watch Ukrainians and Peters die all day long.
Yeah.
We can. There's that, but the background of drones, building drone programs, the equipment that goes into it. Not only Starlink, satellites, the cables.
If I clap in a hand, it will be a secret. Drone will be on our table. It must be a pause in
There must be a pause. Alright, so while Pasha goes and gets a drone, a lot of the drone development programs, we have engineers, we have software developers as well, code writers. It's not really my field, but there's a lot of people behind it, and there's a lot of moving parts, obviously, to drone warfare.
I hope that Brandon will do editing.
So no, I was just talking to myself.
Okay, without pause. It's like furniture for conversation about drones. Yeah. So when I saw
It was a 7-inch quadcopter.
yeah, it's a 7-inch now. 7-inch on the front line is the trash. I had a
Wait, I gave you this.
No, you gave. No, it's not your. It's not your.
I gave you one from Army of Drones from Morsky Piechota.
Yes, but it's not that.
I took a drone from Pokrovsk and to give it to you.
Our friend Sergey gave me a drone yesterday.
He did.
Yeah,
He's home.
yeah, in Kiev.
Wow. I'll write him.
Yeah. He we had a conversation 2 days ago. Yeah, and when I served in a rear on a staff position, I'm just watching the video when cool guys in FPV goggles with a controller like this flying on a drone, kill the rush, and they say, "Yeah, it's look like a computer game." My dears, it's computer game is the 10% of this work, because in my unit we do really difficult physical test for the fucking animals. I hope that bad words it's okay for your YouTube channel.
You can use whatever the hell you want on my channel.
For the animals, but in that time you must be smart, because we had the different types of drone. Yeah, you heard that it's the big, massive drones with the heavy bombers, it's the APV drones, 7 inches, 10 inches, other inches.
12-inch
We had the
drones.
Mavic drones, is that DJI Chinese drone for a couple $1,000, but they are very, very resultive. And we must make a class of this drone, because I did Mavic course I'm destroy Mavic Enterprise. It's most expensive drone between Mavic series.
You destroyed the matrice.
Not Matrice, no, Mavic. Mavic Enterprise.
What,
Matrice?
is bigger than matrice?
No, it's smaller than Matrice.
Okay.
But Enterprise, it's most expensive drone between Mavics.
How many frequencies does it run on?
Frequencies?
Built-in. How many built-in frequencies?
Frequencies, 2 and 4, 5 and 8, only two digital frequencies.
Okay.
It's it's digital frequencies on a Mavic, and it's open information. You know, I don't share nothing.
5.8, 2.4.
Yeah, 5.8, 2.4, and I destroyed Mavic Enterprise. Problem with the satellites, but not about this. And yes, I'm finished Mavic pilot course. I know how it works, and I'm say Mavic. It's you know it's like a Bentley on a car world between drones, because Mavic has stabilization. It's easy to control Mavic. If you don't control your sticks, Mavic will fly. But now I'm working in FPV, and my
You can even set your altitude for return to home.
yeah.
On the
And
Mavic.
Mavic is a beautiful drone. You know, it's easy to control. It's beautiful camera. It's camera for filming movie. Really.
If you can't fly a Mavic, you cannot fly this. Impossible.
It's
If you can fly this, a
different.
Mavic is a joke.
Yeah. And as I told, I'm finished Mavic course. I come to FPV, and I'm understand that Mavic is just a drone and controller. Maybe satellite, maybe antennas. Nothing more. It's very easy. You can be a stupidest soldier in your company, and if commander give Mavic for you, you can take it and you will fly. It's easy. But my dear FPV, it's I can share my impressions, but at first, FPV. It's very expensive. First thing, I had a fundraise, for example, for FPV monitors.
Mm-hmm.
For what we need FPV monitors? Pilots usually fly on a Google.
Yes.
Because for pilots it's more good for concentration and other. But second guy who are sitting, he must see what pilots see. For do targeting, for do aiming, for orienting on a flight.
Of course, and to coordinate with the Mavic.
Yeah. He look at special application. Yes. Monitors expensive, controllers expensive, TX modules expensive, all expensive, and money. It's other thing. You must understand how it fucking works. Math. I had math when I was a schoolboy. Math, physics, chemistry. I'm asked, for what I will use this bullshit? Now, for the charge this battery, you know, you must understand difference between volts, watts, amperes, suppressing, and other shit. It's only batteries. You must read a fucking big book only about batteries, about frequencies, about other, how it works. It's FPV, it's very difficult, and I'm a humanitarian man. I'm finished humanitarian classes in the school. I was a military translator, education, and I hated math all my life. But now I'm joining to FPV unit. I'm a commander of this shit, and I understand if I will not study more, and more, I will be just a useless officer in this war, you know. And FPV, it's not new. For us. For example, I'm firstly coming in Kiev in 2018. We had very good observer place, not so far from Хрещатик. It's Arka Дружби Народів.
Yes.
And people there, they're flying on FPV. It was sports drones, and it was 8 years ago. Yeah. And now FPV is nothing new in European country. FPV sport it was popular in America, in Japan,
all over the world.
In Japan, yeah, it was popular. And Ukrainian masters, Ukrainian military masters, they start to think, why don't use cheap FPV drones for the war? Because if we will compare Mavic have a fixed price. Mavics made on a DJI factory. If we are compare FPV and Mavic it's super fucking expensive. It's not less than $1,000. 1,000 is the shittest model, mini Mavic, 1 kilometers flight distance.
You can pay 5,000 euros.
Yeah, you can you can pay 10,000.
Matrice,
for
10,000,
Mavic.
easy.
Yeah, Matrice and FPV drones.
What a Matrice is, it's a much bigger drone because everybody hears a Mavic. So it's probably like, oh, the body is about as wide as this down to here. And what its primary use is retranslator. It's a transmitter. So from the antenna to the ground, line of sight, you can put that some kilometers away, very high, and then that retranslates the signal to the FPV, the line of sight, to the Russian who dies. They're very expensive drones and they sit in the rear, but their job is basically just to go up. Very rarely do they go forward.
This stuff.
They just go up like 300 meters.
This stuff
meters.
will connect it with a matrice on a direct visible distance, and matrice will share signal, will share telemetry by fly. And
but you're not using coax cables to this to a further antenna, or you're doing direct from
no,
matrice, direct from this to matrice.
It's for training.
Only for training.
On a war, it's other things.
On war, you'll have two cables hooked up to this. Maybe 100 meters away from your position, maybe even more. In Kherson, they can run.
It's important.
You can do retranslators on the roof of buildings to the next building, to the next
size of cable have influence on quality of your signals.
Of course.
Shorter cable, better. Longer, worse. It's all have sense.
Of course.
It's physics because signal losing.
But you could run one. For example, if you have a root cellar, like a blindage, but we're in villages. You have a root cellar here, but you have a good position. Some of the cables can run a long distance. I'm just saying it does. Sometimes I've been.
Yeah, and what I told, and Ukrainian.
It depends. Everything depends.
Yeah, and Ukrainian soldiers, officers, they start thinking, why don't use Mavics for destroying people? Because Mavic, for example, it's for observing, for reconnaissance and other. But if PV drones, we are told Mavic not less than $1,000 per one. And how to use Mavic in combat? I mean, for destroying enemies.
Peternomics. We need to think in peternomics.
You can just drop small.
How much can I kill Peter for? How much does it cost on average? Cost average of peternomics, I call it.
Yeah, peternomic. Yes, and you can drop just a small grenade. People start thinking, why we don't use sports drone with strong propellers, high power. And other. And if we compare price, DJI not less than 1,000 FPV drone. It's 7 inches drone. Is the cheapest drone between FPV drones.
$300.
$300. Yeah, $300. You know how much died Russian in Russia? 5 million, if I don't mistake. $300 for this drone. $50 for the explosive part. Against 5 million for Russian soldiers. But it's soldier, Russian main battle tank, FPV drones destroyed Russian helicopters and millions and millions and millions. It's FPV drones with explosive materials, it's cheapest than artillery round.
The Ka-52 helicopter, an FPV took out at least one. We have confirmation of at least one.
Yeah, it was in a Kursk region, if I don't mistake. Yeah, and it's cheapest than artillery round, than American artillery round caliber 155. It's cheapest than one round, but artillery, not accuracy. For shoot on some point, on a position, artillery guys must do first shot, check how the shot incoming, next shot, and you must waste 3 or 4
fire for effect.
Yeah. For check how you're shooting for destroying target. But if PV
and they bracket.
Yeah.
Like a tank, same as a tank. It brackets the shots. Next shot.
You see, you control, see target, hit. Minus 5 million rubles from the Russian budget. Minus 1 bastard on the Ukrainian territory. Yeah, and it was like a next step of the drone wars, robotic wars, and now this technology is not staying on one place. if you was a Quidron pilots half year ago, you are coming in this fair now, your knowledge not actual. Your knowledge it's a base for new pilots. It must be updated. You must looking for new knowledge. I'm just took my phone and last my call phones. The FPV guys from Tretja Штурмова, for other brigade, who are on the front line, who are working on Zaporizhia, who are working on Avdiivka, because who are working on Terezk, because different lands, it's different tactics of using drone, it's different things, how to use devices, how to launch signal, telemetry, and other. And it's a very interesting sphere of the armament, and very difficult for me because I'm a philological faculty. I'm a stupid boy.
It's so complex. Last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, I see the entire EW defense net for Bianchi Force. And I seen the line. It's a red line on like an Ataka map, or like a Kropiva map, but a big one, like on the big monitor. Like the monitor was so big, it was like a really cool KSP, like a command center, and I could see the whole map and what frequencies we are blocking. And anything on those frequencies that tries to fly within that forest of 20-30 kilometers, whatever, will fall and die.
What's able for?
Yeah, but I don't know. That's cool, but that's not interesting. Like, well, what is the machinery they're using? What kind of antennas? How are they building?
It's for geeks. It's for geeks.
It's for nerds. Geeks, total geeks.
Yeah.
But these geeks are my friends. Like. Guys like this are getting, they're getting things that we can't give them. They're getting either from NATO or things that we have made that surpasses NATO. Like, I remember a radar site in 23, and he's showing me, that is a Kyivstar, that is a digital frequency, that is an analog frequency, that is a Vodafone, that is a LifeCell SIM card, that's a Peter SIM card, and what's that? Oh, that's the birds flying. And I'm like, okay. And it's like, but we don't turn it on. Because if we turn on, we can do this without turning on the machine. Because the moment we turn on the machines, the people know where we are. And this thing, it looked like, why am I here? I shouldn't even know about this thing. But it's like, Brandon, you gave us the generators. Come, we'll show you. And I'm like, I should not even be here. And I asked this guy the other day, he says, how about that machine? He says, oh no, that's ancient. And this is like some sort of NATO equipment from 2018, like the biggest, fanciest $5 million thing. And now it's like, that's for museum. And what is he using now? Did it come from NATO, their ground stations? And this is big, like it requires a whole truck to just sit in the box with the thing. Is it Ukraine made? I think it is. I think all of our electronic warfare assets, I don't think they're keeping up with us because of the capitalist, the defense industry. They have to go through the bidding, and then his friend has to make the money, and we can't deal with this one. It's called tendering. Like, so if you want to win a NATO drone contract, the drone contract, like anything, it goes through tender. 50 companies will compete, and then they will meet in different countries, and they will have competitions, and it will be like a football tournament, and they get knocked out, and then they will have down to the 2, and then the 1 will pass, and he will get a notification, and you will have a contract with Ministry of Defense or Department of Defense for 2,000 drones a month, and you have to provide in 6 months. But you have to provide this platform, because it's an agreed contract, so you have to provide what says on the contract. But what you're agreeing, in 6 months you will provide, in Ukraine is outdated, and then you will provide that contract till the contract terminates. So you're providing the same technology for, the business model does not work. In the days, now it is my point.
Bureaucracy killing it, concurrency killing it, government system of the buying technology is killing this. For example, that stuff. Before full-scale invasion, I studying Russian types of the AV machines, type of the radio location machines and other. It was really big truck. For radio suppression, Russian has very big truck with the two precepts. With the two components. It was like a my flat. Now Ukrainian technologies, Russian technologies can make same shit what did this truck in this box
on this table
with a one satellite. Yeah. And when I'm talking, I was in Poland on a military exercise. I had chance to talk with American officers, American soldiers, and we are talking about modern war. I'm told that you are infantry, United States Army infantry. You are living in a previous century.
This is when you were training in Europe.
Yeah.
With,
you are
our
living
friend.
in a previous century because your drone for destroying tanks, is a switchblade. Is the $20,000. It's $50,000 for one drone, for one switchblade. Where I can destroy Abrams for $300. And we can make the 10,000 drones per week, and you can make 10,000 switchblade for 10 years. And you are living in a previous century because big company selling big aggregates, big technologies, government pays for this and other, but handmade developers looks strange in eye of the big corporation. And when Americans watching on this small box, what we use, for example, for EV, when you go in a Suja, you use REP.
Yes, of course.
Radio suppression. If you will show this box for the American specialist, he'll say, "Oh, this is bullshit. We will use it on a separate track when we're moving on the columns."
This is a spectro analyzer. It's a big thing. It's not a little tiny thing, a piece of shit like this American priest is saying, sugar cubes on YouTube. You know who I'm talking about. No, but a spectro analyzer, very important.
Yeah, but we have this spectral analyzer. But United States spectral analyzer is a fucking hammer. It's the big box on a hammer. And infantry can't go without this hammer with this box. It's the same shit like was kvass, big truck. It was Russian technologies. It's the same. And these developers who are in Ukraine, they look strange in eye of big corporation.
Of course, they don't want to take them serious.
Yeah, who are selling technology to the American army, to the European army, to the NATO, to the Turkish, and for other.
I thought about this, so I think if there is a future, and maybe I have a good idea, maybe I'm an absolute idiot. So if Ukraine, there is no such thing as ownership. What's mine is mine, what's in my hand and what's not is anybody else's. It's like saying war crimes. What is war crimes? Shut up,
That
bitch.
convention was made 100 years ago.
In Geneva, we're not in Geneva. Like, let's be adults here. I'm not going to go into details about my views on this online, but just my views, not my experience. But
important.
But the thing is, what if the Ukrainian defense industry worked on a model like Apple Music when Dr. Dre came on board? I own, so when I changed my Apple region to Ukraine, I have to end all my subscriptions, right? And because hear me out. But 10, 15 years ago, I decided to stop stealing music, but I love music. So I would buy 2 CDs a month, Apple. So when my subscription ran out, I couldn't listen to any of my music anymore, but all the old stuff that I had, like Johnny Cash, I had the Johnny Cash albums, I had the Led Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, 4, old shit, you know what I mean? They're still on my iPhone because I paid for it. I paid $20, I own the album. But when Dr. Dre came in, we had the subscription model. You own nothing. So what if the Ukrainian defense model, that was revolutionary. Like when that happened with Apple, after that it made Netflix happen, HBO, they all went to this model. What if the defense industry became
It's here no chance for life.
You will not own anything from Ukraine. You cannot buy a Ukrainian, you can only rent him. And this is how EW should. This is the only way.
It's
Something in this principle.
It sounds very good. It sounds beautiful, and we had a model of trading like this. For example, Ukrainian better for bucefal. We are selling it in Thailand, in some African country. It's
And they're going to rip us off anyway.
Only our engineer can maintain this, and other. United States doing same. United States doing same.
You buy a Humvee, you have to have a General Motors repair contract. That's why Canada would not accept the Humvee. They were offered $1 each, but only American GM could get the repair contract.
Here,
that's why Canada has a G-Wagon.
I know you so long. Here we will not make happy faces. Hello, I'm American in Ukraine.
Poland and Ukraine, we love each other.
We're friends, we're brothers. Oh, stand with Ukraine.
We're talking about you guys. We're talking about geopolitics.
We're talking about geopolitics, and in Ukraine, a lot of the headhunters, technology spy, and other. And I know a lot of cases when Ukrainian technology is going on patent, and American guys just steal this and patent this in America, and it's have no chance to survive because. Be honestly, on a geopolitical level, Ukraine is the third world country for us.
Of course.
We have not enough respect. We have not enough. We're not enough strong for come in a world and all. It's our technology. You are buying for subscription like you took music, or you don't use this. We are a third world country for big capitalistic not communist, for big company, for big corporation. Sure. And a lot of the headhunters, a lot of the spies, technology spies are here now. They watching our broadcast. They watching. They talking with the soldier. They talking with the engineers. They mark it and they go into home to his corporation and they try to
replicate.
And for Ukraine it has no sense because bigger company, bigger corporation just will steal it. And it's true, we have no chance to make money as only one owner of this technology because or we sell this on a black market, as it all black market is changing in Ukraine to technologies have access a lot of people from smallest soldier who use this EV, for example, who can for example position bomb it, he report to commander, oh I lose this EV shit, this super secret EV shit, but he took it going on a black market and sell it for the Polish spy, for example. Why not? Polish spy buy it on our OLX or on a Riport auction, military auction.
Of course.
Why not? And we can't avoid this. We can't control this, and I think that we have no chance for this.
There's no point trying to control it, and it changes. But I just mean, if Ukrainians did not try to sell their products, because people will buy one or two. Oh yeah, we'll come back and make a bigger order. No, but to sell our services, because it's not. It's a culture. There is 50,000 guys in this country who know everything about this and will be for the development of it for the rest of their lives. So not to sell the product, but to focus on selling the service. This can bring a lot of remittance money to
small case. It's example. Just I want your
because they will never catch up. They will never catch up.
I want your opinion. Sure. Ukraine will make FPV factory, not 7 inches bigger bomber. Only Ukrainian technologies of drone in Romania. What do you think? How long? In Romania will work this military factory
before it gets blown up, before it gets
robbed. And after and when in Romania will be built new Romanian factory with the same technology. How long time will be between this?
Because in economics, when you start a business, it's the principle of what's called barriers of entry, and the barrier of entry is the knowledge. The capital in people, but it's also the capital in material and finance, and it's a very low barrier of entry. Anybody with $1 million can start an FPV business, and there's a lot of grassroots companies in Europe that are now getting NATO contracts. and now they're building their dream houses, like normal guys like our age. And Ukraine is also buying this. They're not buying this. They're getting one of the biggest contracts comes from Brussels, where the EU pays for about, I'm not going to say how many companies, but they're all European drone producers, and they supply Ministry of Defense. And Ministry of Defense does not want these drones, but the EU is doing this not to help Ukraine, but it's like a subsidy. It's like free money for the European companies to develop their drone industries. So it's a subsidized industry, like agriculture. When you're the farmers get paid, in Europe get paid extra money to keep, because we need to grow our own food. So they're subsidizing it, and they have no one to use their drones, so they give it to us, but we have to strip them for what is useful. Or some of them go missing. Whatever happened there. But it's not just one or the other. It's they're useless. Not all of them, but most of them, they have very limited application. But the EU forces this to subsidize their industry to build it. It's not effective.
I don't trust in this case, really.
It's business.
It's business. Yeah, it's just a business.
And it's also for their geopolitical, where they want to be, not now, but where they want to be in 5 years.
Yeah, it's not level of the people. It's not level of the geopolitical. It's just a level of money, and no more. For the people who are owner of this organization, they don't care about Ukrainian patent, not Ukrainian patent. You are Ukraine make FPV. What's type of propeller? Brother hobby. Okay, where I change this type of propeller, it's new product. It's my patent. It's new product.
There's no proprietorship in it. No. But I learned a lot about this in 2024 in different places I traveled and went. Not so much about the technology, because drones never interest me. I don't want to do drones. If I had to, I would. But to learn about the business and the strategy they're working on, I learned a lot about this. And to be honest, it's quite depressing. So I come back here.
Yeah.
That's certainly not the main reason. But you've built teams now. This has been a long process.
Very, very long. It's very long, and for have effective team, it must be another team. It must be a family. A lot of the commanders told, doesn't matter, we are in army. In small group is the soft small group. They must be a family. They must have a friendship or relationship between his wife, between his kids, between. When you go on a combat task, you must think that if I leave this guy, it will be my sin for whole my life, for example. Yeah,
of course.
It must be a friends by interest. It must be a friends by the political views. Yeah, I can't took in my crew liberal, communist, and socialist, for example. Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to work. It's difficult, and I'm a strange man. I'm only 10 years, and they have some special needs for my guys. And I can't say that it's my soldier. It's my guys. It's my mates.
But you must have this relationship, because at the way your work works, the things you have to be looking at all times on Telegram. You have to be on signal chats, and everybody in the group. Not one person can do it all, but say if there's 8 to 10 guys in the group, in the commande, this guy sees this on Telegram, but everybody is on the same page. He's like, oh, this is what they're doing in Zaporizhzhia. Let's try this, It needs to work like this. And these guys are not just working when you work all day, when you're at home lying in bed scrolling, always thinking, always. So naturally you need to be...
Why is strange? A lot of the people with age like your come in the really smart people, but I looking for the only young guys, younger than 30 years old, because my dears, technology not for everyone. Technology not for everyone. Math not for everyone. Physics not for everyone. Controlling of the drone not for everyone.
Of course.
And it's this is time, this branch for the young generation, and I'm looking for only for the young guys. I can do engineer, more elder man because he will sit. EOD specialist, it can be more elder man, but that guys who will work directly with the drones, that guys who will work with the UV and other things.
They're in their 20s.
Yes, it must be 30 years old. When you are 30, you must do this. Salute. I go on rest. You are old for this. Really, you are old. And other things, physical trainings. Don't forget that we must be not only smart, we must be strong. I had, was my fuck up when I come in this group. One guy was in my task organization. He was 47 years old man. I don't know how he was in this unit. It's that bureaucracy shit what's I come doing. I say, okay man, go doing test. Cooper, it's just a Cooper, it's easy test for the
beat test.
So guy, yeah. First round, I need a doctor. I told him, maybe you need go to the infantry.
Well, that's true. I'm old enough for infantry now.
Yeah. Oh no, that guy not go in the infantry. Infantry, it's not a punishment unit. This guy go in a guard unit. He will stay with this face. Like a VIP security, staying on a checkpoint and look at my military ID, makes it, hello commander. I'm saying hello mate. And yes, physical training, technology, it's for the young people, and in war it's too for the young people. For me it's sad to look that now defense standing on shoulders of the 45 years old man, 50 years old man. Yeah. War is the things for the young people. If some, we have some version that young people must make a families and other, but only Ukrainian can feel this thing. In Ukraine, you can't plan next day. You can't plan next day. If you're in army, you think that you can die tomorrow. If you're not in an army, you think
die
that
next week.
Yeah, you can die tomorrow from the missile attack, or you will be catched up by TCK going
to Deda
in brigade number 666
124 brigade.
Only
night defenders.
Only women in Ukraine can make plans because I can be mobilized. I can go in Poland.
I can go to
Europe, in America, find a wife. No, wife is women.
But also many of these guys who have 3 children. My friend Max is a plumber. He told me they're a nightmare because now in the job market nobody wants to hire anyone because TCK can take them. And they need work. The economy is going to shit, but they need workers. Like there is a labor shortage. Mm-hmm. And it's not only because everyone in the army, either the guy hiding from the army won't leave his house, and if he does leave his house and get a job, the employer doesn't want to hire him because he could lose him tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And the guys who have dispensation, who they have 3 kids, mm-hmm. Some guys who are absolute assholes, they think they are gold now. You need me. I didn't need you in 2021, you were a piece of shit, and you're still a piece of shit in 2025, even if you have dispensation. But they think they're like something now. It's like, no, you don't even belong at McDonald's.
Hero father.
Here, I am doing my part for Ukraine.
Hero father. We're talking 1 hour, people watching me 1 hour.
Some people really like these videos.
It's interesting bullshit now.
Yeah, well, you don't hear it. I don't really talk to any other English YouTubers anymore. Not to say I don't talk, like we're friendly, but respectfully I say there's no place for me on their platforms because I know they care about Ukraine. I know they're doing good things, but it's like they don't even want to hear this stuff, that there's men hiding who don't even go to ATB supermarket because they're scared they're going to get, or like when I go pick up a girl in Kharkiv because I drive the little Vito van, I was like, why is that guy so scared of me? He's like, because TCK drives vans like that and they come into the neighborhoods. He's like, it's like most people don't want to fight. Most people are scared to fight. Most people are not giving like 20% of their paycheck to the army. Most people are not, and I think there's a false sense of people saying, Slava Ukraine. Everybody wants to Slava Ukraine, but when shit gets real, nobody wants to Heroin Slava. Do you know what I mean?
And nobody wants to make Slava Ukraine.
No, but nobody wants. Many of our foreign supporters are blind to this. Like, oh, Ukraine is amazing. Everybody in Ukraine is together. People are scared. This is, and the one thing I will say, if you want to call it defend Ukraine, Americans get most defensive about this. No, every American would fight, like if China landed on our border, yeah, every America would fight. No, you wouldn't. You have your Kim Kardashian, you have your X Factor, your, what are they into now? What's his name? Logan Paul or Jake Paul. Your society is decadent and decrepit. And so is mine in Canada too. Like, people are concerned about their feelings and being individuals. And I may sound very pessimistic, but none of us are as strong of a people as we were 30, 40 years ago or 50 years ago, because we do not have the same hardships of life. You understand? Like,
yeah.
So it's like this smartphone thing, like I'm coaching in England boxers. I'm still fighting up to 2019. I have my last fight, but I'm teaching guys like Wes. He's this cool little black kid from Zimbabwe. He used to not like white people. I was like, Wes, you're a good boxer. You live in England. If you want to be good, you better become friends with these old white men because they control boxing. And he's like, oh yeah, bruv. But I used to tell Wes and the boys, it's like, yeah. And what we do, we go to a bar and we talk to girls. We have a couple drinks because we're scared, and we have a couple drinks, and then we smile and laugh at them. And maybe you go home with one of them. You know what I mean? Or maybe she becomes your girlfriend. He's like, what? What about Snapchat? No, bruv, we didn't have that. Tinder? No, you actually had to go talk, and you only talk to them if you like them. If you got this little feeling inside your chest, and she would look at you and you would look at her, and if you looked away, it was automatic failure. But if you looked in and you walked forward, all you had to do was not screw it up. And then if you kissed the girl, I'm telling this to guys, like young, beautiful men, 17, 18, beautiful bodies, sport, like socialized, but socialized the way they're socialized now. And it's like, you can just go talk to somebody, but they're scared. But I was scared. Maybe you were scared at 17, but you had to deal with that scare and go talk to a girl. You had to, if somebody was picking on you at school, you had to grab this and smash him in the face. I was taught to do that as a kid, and I've been in a few fights in school, and now they don't do that. None of them do that. None of them do that. And I don't think...
Who are cancel bullying?
No, but like if you're America and you need to put 250,000 men in Iraq, the British Army put 50,000 men in Iraq in 2003, was it? Mm-hmm. The invasion? Britain can't field 50,000 men now, it's a joke. But it's 50,000 men out of a population of 65 million of the UK. It's a big effort. And then they had Afghanistan, they had about 15,000 there. They had 65,000 men deployed. That is not even 1% of your population. We need more than that. But if the war is to be reflective of all society, we've got Zoomers, Doomers, Goths, punks, trans. I'm a very liberal person, but this is not coinciding with a war-fighting population. And when you need a certain percentage of your population, najal. And if we suffered in Ukraine, it's the further west you go, it's only going to become.
Yeah,
and I believe we have to fight for people to have the rights, but people want too much rights. Anyway.
Yeah, I hope that this communication, participate community will be as a one big knuckle, will destroy that aggressor and his, but it's shit.
It's just talk.
It's just talk. Yeah, when in Ukraine we talk same bullshit in 2022 and everyone clapping in their hands. Yeah, we are united. 2025, enemies still 30 kilometers from my house in Kharkiv. Whereas the people who are yelling, yeah, Slava, where is that? They still in Kharkiv. They still in 30
Kharkiv
kilometers.
is still very...
Yeah, they still in Kharkiv. They still in 30 kilometers. But what changes? Russia not changes. War stopped, not stopped. Where is that unity where he was? That unity was on the words. Blah 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 blah. Because talk it's more easier than do.
So it's like, I never quit. I cannot quit. I just, I decided to do more. And I have to do this. I have to do this because if I want to stay in Ukraine, I will be Ukrainian. And if I'm a man in Ukraine, I have to do what real men do. Like Dядько Pasha. Actually, it's Dядько Brandon. But it's the whole fate of Western civilization, democracy, relies on old men in Donbass who have thin hair. Old men.
If you want to stay in Ukraine, it's you must have idea to travel in Ukraine. If you want to travel in Ukraine, go on my channel and check the beautiful places. What
Yes, go over to Pasha's channel.
Advertisement.
I want to go to Uzhgorod
Uzhgorod. I never was in Uzhgorod, but I will go.
someday. I've been to Khmelnytsky, I've been to Zhytomyr. Zhytomyr is nothing. I've been to Ternopil. I've never been to Ivano-Frankivsk. I want to see more of the West. I've seen enough of the East. No offense. No offense.
There's no problem. It's big difference. Yeah.
All right. Before we close this video off, how's your mom?
It's good.
Because I only ever showed a picture on my community channel of your mom when I brought an EcoFlow to her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I brought an EcoFlow to Pasha tonight. Yeah, we need to do a photo before we go for the thing. That's money, baby. No honey, no money. No money, no honey. Thank you.
And
Thank you for buying me dinner tonight. And
thank you for kvass.
Opilia kvass. Thank you very much. What am I going to call this video? I'm going to call it
YouTube will
Army Fitness. I'll use a Ukrainian Army Fitness test because that will get plus updates in drones. But if I say Ukrainian Army Fitness test, nobody's ever done that before. We'll get some clicks.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah.
Oh my god, did you see he did that? It's not politically correct.
Yeah.
This is Georgian food. Alright, let's go. Well, I'm gonna go. Baka baka sobaka.
See you later,
Alligator.
my dears.
See you later, masturbator.